It is the 7th of Gozran, the 4th month of the year 4711. I have been doing some work on my kingdom. I just got my loyalty up to rank 3, so I spent 2 weeks doing that, and during that time I had a bunch of things pop up. I failed a few opportunities, but I succeeded on a problem. I sent Amiri to deal with monster sightings. The locals were terrified. Their lands have become a beacon for all variety of monsters. There have been multiple owlbear and wyvern sightings. Our scouts confirmed the presence of monsters, and local militia successfully eliminated the threat. So I got +3 military for that. I failed to get an amazing discovery. The treasure hunters ridiculed the notion that their discovery belonged to the land as a part of its cultural heritage. So we dealt with the monster invasion. The visitor has met with the Baron. We did that surgery thing. I tried to increase loyalty with faith and loyalty, but that opportunity failed. It was high time to rewrite some obsolete laws. The locals weren't so sure about the reforms, but didn't resist with their usual suspicion. Somehow that's still a failure. That freed up Tristian to do the ranking up. Alright, but now looking over my cards here, I see that Lindsay has a suggestion, has a problem. The bard is worried about one of your friends. So we have to go to the throne room for that. We also have a problem with more monster sightings. The locals are still terrified. Their lands have become a beacon for all variety of monsters. Well, we're gonna send Amiri again, I guess. And I'm gonna use a crisis point on that. Let's not start it yet. Let's see what else we have. We have an opportunity for the artisans lost. The same talented artisan has taken up residence in the barony, distinguished themselves again with another masterpiece. Alas, some scoundrels robbed the workshop and stole the precious work. The artisan demands justice. Let's do Kenara on this one to give us only a 50% chance of success for a +3 on our economy. Oh, another problem. We gotta deal with problems first. Unknown troublemakers are spurring the people to rebel against their ruler. Grumblings of popular discontent can be heard in the capital. Advisors should either answer to the rabble-rousers or nip the rebellion in the bud. Ah, hell. Wait, what is Lander doing? Should be attended before 1 Serenith, so that's like 2 months away. Okay, I think we can wait for one of... I think we can probably wait for Lander Lebeda to free up, so we'll skip that one for now. Or we could actually just ignore that opportunity and send Lander Lebeda with a crisis point to deal with the troublemakers. And we'll send Kenara on the opportunity for 50%. And we're using another crisis point on the monster sightings. And there we go, we've dealt with everything. Now, let's see what Lindsay has to say. Hello, Your Grace. Feels strange. It's amazing I can just go and have a chat with an actual Baron. I wanted to talk to you about Ekan. I'm worried about him lately, although worried might be too strong a word. He is way too gloomy, even more so than usual, if that's possible. Life without a family must be hard for him. But he is not completely alone. He has us. I know we can't replace what he lost, but we must remind him that we are here and he can talk to us.
Wonderful, Lindsay. What does that have to do with me?
Well, for one, he is your companion. Second, I can't abide him scowling another instant. Lastly, I want to know that when my ally is fighting beside me, they won't break, and Ekan feels too close to it already. What I'm getting at is that we should hold a merry revelry and use the opportunity to talk to him heart to heart. If we just ignore him for a drink, he'll no doubt refuse. If we just invite him for a drink, he'll no doubt refuse. So we must organize everything in secret. We'll gather guests, prepare food and drink, bring Ekan, and have so much fun. I'll even bring my loot. What do you say?
This seems like a terrible, terrible idea, Lindsay. Neither grief nor joy should be excessive. I think you've got a point.
I'm not sure I'd put it like that, but I'm glad you agreed. I've talked to Alina, the innkeeper, and she's happy to help us. Although, between us, I'm not sure what made her so enthusiastic. Anyway, you should talk to her, and I should go and think what I'm going to play. And one more thing, don't be late. I fear if we don't pull Ekan out of his mood now, it'll be too late.
Oh no, we have to do that right away.
Oh, another petitioner has arrived. It's Bakken, the alchemist. Yes, I saw that his thing is finished.
Good day. I came to tell you that I'm doing fine in my little shop. Our folk love their ruler, and if their beloved baron buys old Bakken's potions, he's certainly a worthy alchemist. Here's the gift for you on this occasion. Mad scientist gloves. Oh, cool. Thank you, Bakken. I am a mad scientist. A mad vivisectionist. A feast of feasts. Ekan's gloomy face is an awful sight. It's time to act. We need to prepare a surprise for him. Namely, gather his friends, bring food and wine, and have a feast. Who should we ask to prepare food and drinks if not Alina? Her inn is famous for its cooking throughout the capital. Let's see what she has to offer. Okay then. So one thing I noticed is, all my companions still have constitution damage. 2 of my companions. 3 of my companions. This is apparently permanent until we do a lesser restoration spell. So, I'm gonna go out and find one of the clerics, who I think can probably help with this. I don't think I've ever done this, but we're about to find out if it works. Oh, somebody's stopped me. Stop yelling and listen to me. I'm trying to talk some sense into you. Alov and Eric are fighting outside. There's nothing to talk about, Alov. This is my home. Here I was born, and it is here I die. You dolt. That's what I'm saying. You stay, and you'll die before your time. Can't you see what's going on? Monsters, goblins, and bandits. Turn your back for a moment and there's some fiend crawling right out of your neighbor's entrails. You talk too much. Just do your work, pray to Aristil, and stay close to your home and family. That's all there is to it. We've seen worse. Aye, back when you were half your age and unmarried. Eric, old friend, think of Jenny and your little ones. What if some beast comes knocking at your door? You're a woodcutter, not a swordsman. We have to leave the barony while we still can. Aristil, have mercy. Your grace. It's the Baron himself. It is I, Baron Harwell. walking among you. Forgiveness, Your Grace. We were just discussing the crops.
Let's see. Chaotic evil option.
I'll teach you some manners.
Let's see. I understand that you're worried about your close ones and yourself, but hear me, without loyal, upstanding people by my side, I can never rescue this realm from the evils plaguing it. If you stay, I swear I'll do everything in my power to put an end to this madness. I don't know. I only have a +5 diplomacy. Let's see what the neutral option is.
I cannot make this decision for you. As the ruler of this realm, I do all I can to keep you and your families from harm's way. These are troubled times, and we are all working hard to restore order and bring peace. However, only you can decide whether you will stay, for I have no power over the hearts of others, nor seek to command them.
That sounds good.
Your Grace, how could we ever leave you when we see how hard you work? Forgive my words, Your Grace. I'm a simple man. Aristil didn't see fit to grant me courage, so off I go, blabbering about Aristil knows what. You know how it is. Let's go. Let the Baron go about his business. We've got our own jobs to do. Don't worry, Your Grace. I don't know about the others, but we'll be by you to the end.
Well, thank you.
Alov and Eric, you're fine citizens. An example to the rest of the kingdom. And now, let me go. Pardon me while I go see if I can heal constitution damage on the rest of my party. I think Arsino is a cleric.
Alright, so I would like... Wow, I have to spend a lot of money on this stuff. Do I happen to have any of these things myself? Bless... No, I do not. So how does this actually work? I need a scroll of lesser restoration is what I need. Okay, 180 gold. Okay, that's cool. I think I need 3 of them. 540 gold is how much it's gonna cost me. Okay, now my question is... how do I use them? I can sell you while you're in the settlement, or indeed any place with a cleric. You need only open your bag and choose the scroll you wish to cast. Ah, okay. Cool. That's handy. I am gonna cast a scroll. Where did they go? Oh, I have haste scrolls. That's handy. Scroll of Lesser Restoration. I'm going to use one. Wait, does Harwell not have that? Surely Harwell already has Lesser Restoration. He has Restoration and Lesser Restoration. Wait, no, he doesn't have Lesser Restoration. What the what? He's got Restoration, but not Lesser Restoration? Oh, Lesser Restoration is level 2. Okay, he's got that. I don't need that. Alright, so Lindsay, we're gonna heal Lindsay with a Lesser Restoration. Wait. can be used by this character. Okay, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it on Lindsay. How do I actually use it? Frickin' hell. I used it on myself. Arg. Okay, I need to buy another one. I need one more lesser restoration scroll, please. Thank you. Because I messed it up. Lindsay, why don't you read the lesser restoration spell? Yes, it worked. Ekundayo. Read it. Did it work? The thing didn't go away. Valerie, read it. Okay, okay. Ekundayo still has constitution damage. He must have had 2 different constitution damages. Okay, so I need another one. I'm just blowing all my money on these scrolls. So at least now I know how to do this. Did I accidentally equip it or something? Alright, it worked that time. Alright, everybody's constitution damage is fixed. Awesome. Now my goal is complete, and I don't remember what I should do now. We should go to the tavern. Well, first let's talk to Ekundayo to see if he seems sad. I feel like I've done all these before, but they're not highlighted. Well, I won't torture you with... Tell me about your wolf, though. Not mine, he answers. Noticing this answer isn't satisfactory, he goes on. Never wanted a pet, never needed one, but couldn't slay the trolls, defend the village. Just called for help. Ranger shifts his frowning gaze to the side. Ranger Ekundayo. Wow, he doesn't even get a name in this dialogue. Everything grew dark for a moment. Fainted. Came back with the tongue of this dog on my face. Aren't you going to give him a proper name? Ekan sighs. Not mine. A name would make him mine. You should accept his help. He's absolutely loyal to you. Ekan frowns. Never called for this dog. Guess he should be accepted. Just don't know. I see. Well, I won't torture you with more conversation. We'll talk later. We're about to have a surprise party for you, which you're sure to enjoy. I guess this will be a companion episode. It said I had to do this before time expires, so I feel like I have to do this right away. I'm gonna stick with my regular party. Oh, I just realized I'm going the wrong way. I'm going out into the wilderness, but I meant to go to the tavern. Alina. Talk to me about Ekundayo. As you approach, the red-headed innkeeper curtsies awkwardly. Your Grace! You must have come to talk about the feast for Ekundayo. I'd be happy to. I'll provide food and drinks. Everything will be first class. How much will this idea cost me? Don't mention it, Your Grace. It's such an honor for me. Everything is on the house. Oh, well, who will serve at the feast? With your permission, Your Grace, for such an honor, with such esteemed guest, I'd like to do it myself, Your Grace. Alina smiles awkwardly, turning an even brighter red.
I commend your enthusiasm, Alina. Why would you? Oh, your grace, isn't it so? Isn't it so? It'd be my pleasure. I hope everyone likes it, including Ekundayo. Wait a minute. Are there some romantic feelings between you and Ekundayo? Well, we need only agree on the place then. I guess there's no two ways about it. We'll have to have it right in this room. We can decorate it, of course. Oh, someone's walking in. Natavi. Who's Natavi? Forgive me, but if we are thinking about the same Ekundayo, he will likely feel uncomfortable indoors. The feast must definitely be held in the woods, if Madame Innkeeper is up for such a challenge. Alina is speechless, either due to astonishment, indignation, or both. I'm sorry, Natavi, who are you? The woman stands tall with a calm smile. My name is Natavi. I'm passing through the city. Ekan and I know each other from long ago, since back when he guarded caravans. We traveled together for a long time. Pursing her lips, the innkeeper studies Natavi carefully. Jealousy? Why would Ekan want to feast in the woods? He is a born ranger. He always feels calmer under an open sky. I know him well. Well then, can you think of a suitable place? How about the royal hunting grounds? I've seen the place in passing. It's not far from the city. It's a cozy nook, and there's water nearby. It's also teeming with owlbears. Well, alright. Well, what do you say, Alina? The innkeeper sizes up the woman opposite her. I might know Ekundayo as well as some. I might not know Ekundayo as well as some, but I see no trouble in holding a feast in the woods, or on a mountain, or in a swamp for that matter. Wonderful. In that case, I'll gladly meet both of you in the agreed-upon place. My, I've seen a lot since I've been a keeper here, but when one just invites herself like that... The innkeeper clicks her tongue. Oh, what got into me? Grumbling. It's high time to start cooking. Your Grace, please take care of bringing Ekundayo to the agreed place. Lindsay and I will do the rest. Okay. Bring Ekan to the agreed-upon place. Thanks to Natavi, Ekan's old friend, and Alina, the trap has been set. We just need to lure the guests and Ekan into it. The party will take place in the hunting grounds in Camelands. By the way, who should I invite to the party? Are we not concerned about all the owlbears in the hunting grounds? And dire animals and such? Is that not a concern to anyone in this plan? Well, I guess we're going to the hunting grounds then. This feels like a terrible, terrible idea, but here we go. We're going there for 5 hours. Come along, Ekan. Don't ask questions, just come along. He is in the party. Yes, he is. Oh, the hunting grounds have changed. No, they haven't. Alright, my question now is, is this place still teeming with, dire animals and wildlife? I'm a little bit scared to run into a pack of owlbears.
The path is clear.
Oh, there's a boulder. With Taldan Warrior's dog tag.
My search was not in vain.
A rock. Some herbs. And a broken cart. The goblins were torn apart by humongous claws. Their ugly little faces show horror. We're so anti-goblin in this game. I feel like I'm walking into danger. Oh no, I'm just walking back to the start. Okay. Alright, nothing there. Let's do a quick save.
Tread lightly.
Do we really have to clear this whole place of monsters before we can have a party? There's a boulder. The stone shows a primitive charcoal depiction of a jackal's head with 3 eyes. Uh-oh. There's a campsite. Is this the party location? It's Natavi, yes! It's party time! Excellent! And there's edible moss. There you are, says Alina, as we gain 135 experience. Ekan, old friend, speak of the devil. Ekan's face freezes in surprise. He stares at Natavi and Alina silently for a few moments, completely still. Finally, Ekan turns a quizzical look to you. Relax, friend. Let's just drink a little and talk. Grabbing Ekan's arm, Alina leads him to the tables with food. Please come here, Ekundayo. You don't mind if I call you Ekan? Oh, he's bringing dog with him. Natavi fixes her hair and you notice a tattoo of stinging wasp on her wrist. Following the couple with a long stare, Natavi says quietly to you, Please come to me when everyone is busy eating and drinking. I would like to talk to you. Uh-huh. Whoa. Did I see like a hydra over here? I thought I saw like a hydra up here somewhere. Okay, everyone's here. Amiri's here, Jubilost, Valerie, Jathel, Harem, Tristian, and a servant. Kaliki and Kanara on the same square. My favorite pastime at parties is to stand silently in the darkest corners and watch friends and strangers dancing and having fun. Join me! The food is good! Jubilost. You're not eating at all. That is ill-advised. If you find nothing left for you, don't say I didn't warn you, says Jubilost. Valerie says, Greetings. Oh. How do you feel, Valerie? I see your wound hasn't healed yet. Valerie waves off your words with more haste than prudence. Please don't worry about such trifles. I will visit a priest or an alchemist when time permits. As for how I feel... Valerie smiles sourly. It's my pride that suffered most. It seems I must devote more time to training. I will keep this in mind in the future and not let you down again. I should thank you, Harwell. It's important to me that you were at my side. Now I'm sure that I'm finally free from the Order of the Rose. The Eternal Rose. The evil order of the Eternal Rose. And I'm now ready to devote all my time and efforts to our mission. Alright, well, talk to you later. As you wish. Oh. Shaylin's chosen. The quest is done? Valerie met her former mentor, Fredoro, and flatly declined, and then she got a terrible gash. The duel is over, and Valerie, oh poor Valerie, her poor face. I hope once we're back at the capital, she will find a way to heal that terrible gash. Okay, that was the end of the quest. Okay, I just had to talk to her again to end that quest. Who knew? Jathal. Dying of boredom. Servant. Your Grace. Harim. Harim pulls his beard, muttering something that could be either prayers or curses upon noticing you. He winces. What? Oh, it's you, Harwell. Oh, never mind. Harim nods with dignity. I'll be happy to continue our conversation later. We can talk about Grotus later. Tristian. A great celebration. It's nice to see smiling faces all around and to forget your troubles for a while. Remember when we did surgery on that woman just a while ago? And we had to fight an owlbear and it almost killed me, but you saved the day. Hey, Natavi. Your Grace, smiling, Natavi nods politely. Smile in response, and leave. What is she doing hanging out with Regengar and Octavia? To your health, Harwell. By the way, if you're looking for where to go after the feast, I know a place with a very peculiar menu. We only live once, Octavia says, such a wonderful idea, Harwell. Come now, why didn't you tell us about it sooner? I'd have baked a pie. Wait, is this a romance option or something? Say, Natavi, I'd like to know you better. I am at your service. A curious tattoo, a stinging wasp. What does it mean? Your Grace is very observant. Natavi runs her finger over the image. This tattoo is a tribute to tradition. It symbolizes the transition from unconscious dogmatic conformity to mindfulness and self-awareness. That seems like an evasive answer, my keen perception check has told me. I'll probably never get used to the straightforwardness of citizens of the River Kingdoms. A wasp is the sacred animal of Calistria. I am one of her followers. Oh, well, Ekan never mentioned you. Then again, he never mentioned anything about anything. You don't say. It can't be. Natavi looks at you with a smirk. And he is usually so talkative. Keeps talking about himself, his past, his dreams and plans. A couple of jokes here and there. Well, where are you from? I grew up in Nantambu, far from here, but never liked the city. I left it years ago and haven't been back since. I remember leaving it vividly. Little towers covered with bright mosaics dot the horizon, while I lay hidden in the bushels of sugarcane on a rumbling cart, drawn by a lame old donkey. The memory makes me laugh. How did you meet Ekan? We guarded a caravan together. At first, I couldn't stand Ekan. I took his silence for arrogance. But then a sandstorm forced us to spend a week in a tiny village. We drank everything the only inn had to offer, and got to know each other better.
Didn't you say before that he doesn't like taverns? Natavi grins, staring off into the distance. He behaved somewhat, differently when he was young. A curious story. And old as the world. Alright, let's change the subject. So what did you want to talk about? I wanted to ask a favor. You see, Alina the innkeeper treats me coldly, and I have no reason why. Yesterday, for instance, she argued with me before changing the sheets in my room, and today she refuses to pour me a glass of wine. So I was thinking, she wouldn't refuse if the Baron himself asks for a bottle of wine. And why do you need a bottle of wine? Natavi's laughter is soft and musical. What a strange question. Really, why would I need a bottle of wine at a party? Alright, I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Harwell. I could try a diplomacy check, but I have very little chance of succeeding. Wow. Harwell is my best diplomacy check, and it's only +5. Yikes. Natavi asked for you to come to her to discuss something. She asked to find a bottle of wine. Shouldn't prove too difficult at a feast. Let's go talk to Alina. What can I do for you, Your Grace? Alina, could you give me a bottle of wine? Wait, let's compliment her first before going right for the quest. Thank you for organizing such a wonderful party for Ekan. My pleasure, Your Grace. I'm happy everything turned out this way as well. Besides, entertaining a man such as Ekundayo is a pleasure. The innkeeper giggles, covering her mouth with a handkerchief. Ekan pretends not to hear. Say, Alina, could you give me a bottle of wine? Don't bother with a bottle, Your Grace. I'll pour for you. Just bring a glass. And still, I would prefer a bottle. As you wish. Well, I'm going back to check on some of the others. Goodbye, Alina. Thanks for the wine. Here, I hope you like this wine. Casting a warm glance your way, Natavi nods gratefully. Thank you very much. Now, if you don't mind, get lost while I drink this wine. We did it. Now we just need to talk to Ekan. Oh, Natavi's going over. Alina, could you please find a wine opener for me? Would you please wait? Ooh, Alina storms off. So, my friend, I'll just steal you for a moment. Oh. Hey, where are you going? Wait. Natavi and Ekan are leaving. What has happened? Woof! Bow wow! Dog, what do we do now? I didn't even get a chance to talk to him. Lindsay runs her fingers over the strings intently of her lute. Isn't it hard to play and talk at the same time? Lindsay, I think now's the perfect time for one of your performances to distract us from this strange of social events that have just occurred. Are you sure? I haven't had time to talk to everyone. Have you had time to talk to everyone? Come to think of it, no. Give me a little more time.
Maybe Ekan will come back. Alina's not talking anymore. Nobody else is talking. Okay. The two tieflings are standing on top of each other. To your health, Harwell. By the way, if you're looking for where to go after the feast, etc., etc. Campsite. I guess I have talked to everyone. I'm sure I've talked to everyone, Lindsay. Begin your performance. Ahem! Your attention, everyone! My friends, let's raise our glasses. Let's celebrate our adventures, and that we have others to share them with. Let's also thank Alina for a generous feast. The evening was wonderful. Alina bows, turning red. And now I'd like to play something special for you. I haven't composed anything for a while, but this is a special occasion. Striking a theatrical pose, Lindsay begins to play. On her lute. Ekan and Natavi return. Ekan quietly takes a place next to you. What has happened? Have they been off in the bushes doing some hanky-panky? Music starts flowing. Lindsay's performance isn't perfect, but it is deep and emotional. One cadence follows another, and music echoes among the trees. Suddenly you notice that Ekan is standing much closer than you thought. You realize he's slowly moving closer to you, fidgeting from foot to foot, and trying not to look at anyone. Do you want to talk to me, Ekundayo? At the same time, Alina is trying to lean closer and closer to Ekan, trying to touch his shoulder. Noticing your look, she gives you a sharp look. I'm going to shove Ekan closer to Alina. Ekan, my friend, could you crowd me so? Turning red as a beet, Ekan whispers an apology and moves toward Alina. She grabs Ekan by the arm, looking at you gratefully. Finally, Lindsay strikes the final chord and the sound fades. Pleased with her performance, Lindsay receives well-deserved applause. 225 experience points. Hooray! Huzzah, Lindsay! We still need to talk to Ekan. Now let's talk to Ekan. The ranger greets you with a curt nod. Your Grace must want to talk to Ekan. I'll go make sure everyone has enough to drink. Thank you, Alina. Looking at Alina's back, Ekan turns to you, fixing one of his belt bags. Cunning plan, to bring a hunter to a feast. Call him to hunt. Well, you know Lindsay, she has a creative mind. It actually was a team effort. Lindsay, Alina, Natavi. And you, according to Alina. Ekan is silent for a while. Thank you. Will you drink with me? Ekan looks uncertainly at the offered glass. Help yourself, it's time to relax. Ekan resolutely shakes his head. No, thank you. I hope we didn't do more harm than good. Are you at least having fun? Ekan nods. It's good to be among friends and trees, and even better, not holding a bow. I see Alina is trying very hard to please you. She is the lady of the house. This is her responsibility. I think this is more than a sense of obligation, Ekan. I thought about it. Time will tell. Does it not ruin your fun? A faint smile spreads on Ekan's face. There is very much of her, all at once. However, she is a good woman. Alright, well, why did you never tell me about Natavi? Why? How did you meet Natavi? Guarded caravans. She talked a lot. I thought she must be in love with her own voice. Ekan winces. But over time, we'd walked many roads together. I learned she had a steady eye and a strong hand. Were you close? We are friends, and friends leave, but stay anyway. Why did you stop talking? The ranger rubs the back of his head and smirks. Amanda said, a caravan is here. You'll go to the tavern again. Natavi is a bad influence, and then Natavi started coming less and less. Amanda? Who is Amanda? I see. I don't really see, but whatever you say. How are you, Ekan? Life is life. It goes on, whether we wish it or not. I only have a +5 on diplomacy. What do you mean? Failed. Ekan tugs at the buttons of his jacket and lowers his head. I will remain silent. Success. I am still thinking about them. Oh, he's thinking about his dead family. Ekan stares into the distance. I wake up with the first rays of sun. I see the faces of my family. Fire turns to ashes. Midday turns to midnight. And when the stars are shining, I still think of them. Some days, bitterness and rage fill me. I drive them away. Other days, I feel a smile on my face and I appall myself. Only hunting numbs my feelings. But the further I follow the trail, the darker the woods are, and the harder it is to find my way back. Sometimes our feelings scare us, but your grief and your anger are justified. One can't order one's heart to stop seeking revenge and justice. Or, perhaps I should say, don't submit to despair. Deep inside, you want to be happy again, and your family would want the same for you. Don't be ashamed of the moments where joy returns to your life. I like that better. It's time to take a stand and not be neutral. Ekan smiles slightly. Easier said than done, but there is wisdom in your words. Alright, Ekan, my friend, I'm going to get something to eat. Dog the wolf is back. Looks at you, tilting his head to the side, sniffs your hand. Ekan's hand, that is. The wolf who was standing nearby before wags his tail and approaches Ekan. It's Dog the wolf. We all know Dog the wolf. Aw, just look at that, Ekan. He seems so loyal. You have to give him a name. You do, says Alina. You've been together for so long. You've been through so much together. Natavi shakes her head. The heart wants what it wants. Why would one fake affection when there is none? I think he deserves a name, Ekan. Looking at the dog and thinking for a moment, Ekan smiles slightly. His name is Akpo. Alina looks at Ekan and seems to forget about the whole world for a moment. That's better. A wonderful, imposing name. Well chosen. By the way, friends, not to sound too mundane, but I'm quite tired and we still have to get to the city. Maybe it's time we pack up? 750 experience points. The scene is over. The evening was great. Oh, I kept trying to click on it and it wouldn't come up. The evening was great. We enjoyed it so much. Ekan seemed to enjoy himself as well, and we managed to dispel his gloom, if only for one night. Okay, a feast of feasts. Ekan's companion quest is complete. Next. The next companion quest on the list is probably Kingdom of the Cleansed, with Tristian. A strange goddess cursing the Baron. Well, that's not good. We gotta deal with that at some point. But it's time for a break now.